What's up, guys? It's your boy Demonic. So we're gonna go that. Well, this needs a rebalancement, especially on the legendary difficulty and everything like that. Now, be mindful. I am playing with mods that makes me overpowered, meaning you guys would be weaker if you didn't download the skills mod that I am running right now. So, to show you guys that, we're going to go through this door and get into a fight. And when I say get into a fight, I'm not going to be sneaky, I'm just going to fight. Potter Girl, welcome back, Potter Girl, to our streams. So, this is why we need a rebalancement. I'm going in, say I'm a two-handed character, let's go fight. That's how much damage I've done, compared to, this is how much damage they do. Okay. So I'm on a good thing, and then, boom. Literally a magic user just destroyed me in 2 hits. 2. And I was dead. Like, this is in, like, full armor, too. The only way to play this game is with a setup that allows you to not die to electrical magic. What do I mean by this? Well, we need to go to items, and I already have an outfit for this, but we're going to need to go to the non-sneaking one, so we don't need this one. We need this. Light armor increases shock resistance.
Look and just show and support, it's me. M.
Okay. Increases shock resistance. Let's see, increases light armor, increases shock resistance, which we're gonna go with the 248 version of that. And we need shock resistance again with the helmet. So now when we go through this, you guys will see. Misty, alright. Welcome to the streams, Misty. But we are going to head back out over here where we just were, which is going to take a second to run to. And you guys will see. Now I'll have a little bit better towards shock resistance, but I might take more melee damage. So I can keep melee at a distance, that's okay, but the shock resistance is going to be where that's going to be needed. So if you guys are playing on Legendary, and I will show you guys, settings, gameplay, I am playing on Legendary, and I misspelt Legendary, I can already tell that, but it's fine. So yeah, I am playing on Legendary, guys, and I just want to show you guys, it is ridiculous. And why I'm saying that this needs a rebalancing bit. Because that shock magic, I feel like it should not kill me in 2 hits. I mean, yes, I'm playing a Legendary.
You really don't remember or choose not to.
Oh, I remember, Misty. I remember. I'm just saying welcome. And I'm not going to create any arguments or, you know, argue any. I just choose, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, let's try again, boys and girls. Right, here's the door we just went through. My stamina is full, everything is full.
Neither
Let's see.
am I.
Alrighty, sounds good. We're gonna go in here and look for the people that calls the shock ability, which I think they came from up here. Yeah, come on.
Is someone there? Over
Oh, here we go. Now, let's see what the shock ability does. Okay, that was 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I heal up a little bit. Alright, so you guys can see right there, I can take 9 shocks. Much better. Let's get hit. That's a bow hit. let's see. Sword person, alright, he bashes me with his shield. Great. And mind you, I am using something that helps with two-handed swords, and you can see, like, that's how much damage I do. Alright, now let's do the overpowered setup. To show you guys like how to do overpowered weapons in this game is very simple. You're actually going to use Mace in right hand, Elven Sword in the left hand. Or Mace and Sword of whatever you like, whichever.
No.
Much easier. And then I die.
No sign of it.
But that's also because I used my healing on the electricity people. If I would have just run in straight doing that, I would have slaughtered those guys, would have had the healing, killed the bow guy, and then I probably would have used potions to take on the magic people. But you guys can see, like, straight up, like, having this resistance towards the shock damage really helps in combat. But what about you guys that are starting out in the game? Well, when you first start out, you're not going to have 126 resistance to shock. You're going to have none. So in Legendary, you're going to come across a lot of enemies that use the shock or a fire ability, which you're not going to have a resistance to. So you're optimally going to have to reload and load and rely on getting a sneak attack on them that takes out the people using magic to give you the counterbalance in the fight. Or you're going to have a companion that doesn't die to take the brunt of the people that do elemental damage, which is the shock, the fire, you know, all that stuff. Take the brunt of that, and you're fighting the melee fight. And early on in the game, just starting out, especially when you make a brand new character, if you don't have anything, it skips that part. When you reach a certain point, you're going to run into people that use elemental damage, depending on who you're with. So you're actually going to die a lot. And reload till you get that lucky bit, which I kind of dislike, and that's what I'm saying. This game needs a balance in Legendary difficulty. Be 8. A sword maybe 4 is how I feel with that. You upgrade your armor, the more it should take. And also with that said, if I ran in and hit without these mods that are giving me like 100 plus extra damage or this plus extra damage, one hit is doing the same damage, whatever that like two-handed sword I was using when I hit them, it'd do like that much damage.
For your
even
information,
on the smallers.
Elijah calls Lord Daddy now.
Alrighty. That's fine. I thought we wasn't going to be saying anything that could cause an argument, but that's perfectly fine. But yeah, pretty much, guys, like, I feel like they really should rebalance how much, like, magic damage does. Because a sword hits me, it does, like, maybe 20 damage, right? Which I can use my swords that give me health per hit to heal some of that back, which is great in combat and is balanced. But then magic, literally without the uniform I was just wearing, like I switched to right there on the stream to show you guys, I die within 2 hits of like an electrical thing. And I'm actually going to show you guys that it wasn't just a fluke. I'm going to go back without the electrical resistance, and you guys are going to see that it's going to be like 10 and 10. Like, I'm going to die within like 2 hits. The main gate is around that side, I believe, so that's where we're going towards. We're having a rerun here again. But I'm just doing like a double check just to show you guys like the truth behind this game, especially in Legendary difficulty, that maybe they need to like go back and rework. Or a modder needs to create a mod to rebalance the Legendary aspect of this game. Because there's like mods out there that try to make Legendary harder, and it's already ridiculous. Like, on a character that's already been played for a bit, like, maybe you played on, like, easy or medium, and then, you know, got up to in-game area, meaning you got the highest level armor, highest level gear, and then you switch on Legendary, it might not feel as bad. But if we run in here, get these guys to see us, and there goes my health.
Must have run off.
Compared to what we had before this one. So, yeah, guys, like, straight up, you guys can see the difference. It's night and day. That time it took 3 because my auto heal, for some reason, auto healed me when I got hit. That's what happened last time. Like, it does have a chance to do it. It doesn't always do it. But you're more likely going to get hit, auto heal, hit, and then hit again, which is the basic 2 hits that it would take if it didn't auto heal, and you're dead. Like, I just wanted to quickly show you guys, like, Skyrim's, like, Legendary difficulty is no joke. You don't need to make it harder, you need to make it a little easier. And what I mean by easier is don't make it, like, easy, but make magic abilities less hurtful from AI to the player. And also, like, depending on the different levels of armor, then the different levels of damage between the magics. Like, if I was wearing hide armor, fine, 2-tap me with it. But I'm actually wearing elven armor right now, which is literally elven armor is just underneath dragon armor, which dragon armor is underneath Daedric armor, which Daedric armor is underneath the Silcirium armor or whatever. And that's how the rating goes from, like, level 5 to 1. On the top 5. And I'm wearing Elven, which is underneath Dragon. And I'm supposed to have 200 and something. I think it's like 1. Like, not with this one. Definitely not with this one. But I'll actually show you guys what my thing is here. Armor. Right here. I have 135 armor. And that's what it does. And it actually gives me the extra health. I guess that's what's auto-healing me. But you guys can see, like, that is how this armor is set up. Compared to, I do have, you know, 143, but this one just does shock resistance, which actually is just barely stronger than the one I have equipped it already. Because I think it's like 130, and this is 140. So it's only like 10 better. But you guys get the idea. Like, yikes almighty. Yes, it doesn't have shock resistance, but let's be honest. It also is a very super strong armor compared to, like, if we were talking legitimately, not modded. So, the legitimate armors, I think the most you can get is, like, 200. Unless you, like, somehow really max out Legendary your armor smithing, and you can get up to 300 to 400. But if you don't do that, it's like 130 to 200-ish, which should be really well tanking these guys, especially early on into the game. This should be really tanking these guys. And it doesn't. And to show you the difference night and day again, while we're here, let's go ahead and go get on the other armor. So right here is going to be the shock resistance. Let's see, shock resistance, and let's go ahead and do shock resistance. Right? Actually, yeah. Alright, there we go. Same basic armor, just this time shock resistance. Let's see how we hold up. Just for the last bit here. So we done one without, one with, and then we done one without, and then one with again that we're doing now.
Is someone there?
Yep, I know. See? Much more durable.
No sign.
Much more durable. I mean, I still died, but it's much more durable, as you can see. I still feel like magic on players should be toned down a very good amount. Whatever the player can do in damage towards the NPC should be the only damage an NPC can do to the player. And or maybe just up it a tad bit more for the NPCs. Like, make the damage for an NPC a tad bit more than a player. So say, like, I hit for, like, 100. Make it like they hit for 120. That way they get the 20 extra damage than a player gets, which makes it a little bit harder. But it's not like they 2-tap you. Right? And then you'll be sitting there swinging on them, like, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Literally more than that to kill them. At least balance the game out a bit more is all I'm asking from Bethesda. Or even a modder to kind of do. And don't change anything, just balance like damage to damage. That's all I'm asking. Just rebalance all the damage the NPC does to the player and all the damage a player does to an NPC in the Legendary difficulty, so that way if they hit for 120, we hit for like 100. That way, like, we're not beasting through them, but they're also not 2-tapping us, if you know what I mean. And then make it reliable on, like, you know, hide armor. Maybe they do 120 damage, like the max damage. In the next set of armor, which will say iron, they do like 100 damage, and so forth. And keep just incrementally lowering the damage for the higher rates of armor. Now, glass armor, level it like you do leather armor. Because realistically, if someone came up with a mace and smacked something that's glass, that glass is going to shatter and bust. Maybe don't shatter and bust it in game, like completely remove the uniform. Just make it where the player takes on the same damage as if it would if they were wearing hide. And that would actually be much, much better as well. But again, this was just to show you guys like the balancement of this game and how bad it is. And hoping that a modder that can mod this game will fix and rebalance everything, or Bethesda will. Till next time, stay awesome and peace.